Hi, how y'all doing? It is November the 11th, 2025. Here in Ontario, Canada, sky's cloud covered. The sun, or what we've been told the sun, is you can see the light behind the clouds, right? We got snow the last 2 days. It's only about an inch or two, not much at all, right? It's supposed to snow again today. It's all at 40%, but it still snows. Strange, right? How it's working out. Um, Yesterday I was so icky. My butt bowed, right where the piriformis muscle is. It was intense. It did not lay off. It weakened me so much I could hardly walk. Right, sit down, lay down. I was very uncomfortable. I was just so irritated and inflamed. My spine was super icky. My head pressure just whack. My neck, everything. It has eased somewhat today, right? But it's still there, it's still present. I'm still moving very slow because it hurts, right? And I don't want to fall down because it gets weak. It has weak moments, my leg, right? My foot's really tight today. I slept last night, lots of tossing and turning, dreamt all night, right? Got up at 6:45 though, so yay! It wasn't 5:30, right? And the feline didn't wake me up, and that's what woke me up was her. She came in my room and started rowing at me, right? So, get up and get me my breakfast, right? So yeah, my son left. He's kind of snappy today, right? But it's the energy. I know it is. Lots of stuff coming off the sun, don't you know? Right? We're getting lambasted with it, I'd say. The Schuman yesterday was a 19-hour blackout, and then up to 22. So throughout the night, it was somewhere 22 or whatever the number changed to, right? That's why we probably had a hard time sleeping. My son said he was tossing and turning all night too. So it don't matter if you got the job or not. It's affecting everybody the same way, right? His girlfriend says she thinks she had a seizure last night. She woke up really dizzy, lightheaded, afraid to move, right? And they both got the thing. So I told him, I said, yeah, the energy's whack, right? It is so strong. So that's where I'm at with that. I didn't make a video yesterday. I was just too icky. I was just owing all day whenever I wanted to shift my body in a direction. It was intense, I'm telling you. I was watching, what's it called again? Hang on, I wrote it down because I forget. Flat Earth British Subs, right? It's a YouTube video. He shows pictures, but then he does the thing where he talks, right? He does, goes through a monologue thing, shows you what he believes and what he sees, right? And I find him interesting. I do. It helps open my mind even more, right? Get you out of that box through all the indoctrination which happened through everything, all the books, all the stuff were taught about history and everything. He was like, he doesn't think that we existed here before the 1800s. There's no proof, no photographs, right? But they have paintings and engravings and stuff like this, right? But no photographic proof. And they had, if Tartaria was so advanced, Atlantan, right? They had all that stuff. So why is there no proof, right? And plus, the amount of people that have died since then, the graveyards just don't seem to be getting any bigger now, do they? I've even noticed in my town, they're the same size as they were when I was a girl. So what the heck does that mean? Where'd all the people go, right? Once they passed. There should be graveyards aplenty all over the realm for all the years that we've been supposed to have been here, right? And plus, they added 1,000 years to the calendar, you know? So, this is what happens when you get reset, I suppose, eh, folks? And say all the pictures that he's thinking that even the indoctrination about the Tartarian world, right? What they call Tartarian, which is probably Atlantan, right? If it's a thing, because that's indoctrination too. We were told that, right? All the pictures that there's on the internet of the maps and the old maps and the old layouts for the star fort cities and all that, he thinks AI has done them because they all come from a third person perspective, looking down and seeing the whole city, the surrounding area, right? Which would be impossible for a person to do, pretty much, right? Be way up here in the sky to get the viewpoint, to make those maps and to make those pictures of the cities and shit, right? The landscape, everything makes sense to me, right? And then all these pictures, it uses the same colors: pastels, greens, yellows, blues, right? And the sky is always vanillaed out, always whited out, right? Even if all, and some of the old photographs, right? So, yeah, makes you think, right? There's always a broken tree at the view, right? Whenever you see anybody standing there on the hillside, whether the city's down there, you look upon it, right? There's always a broken tree. I wonder what that does to our symbol, what to the subconscious mind. What does that symbolism mean, right? It means something. So he's thinking that AI did it all, right? So everything's a lie. I always have said that. It's all a lie because everything has been indoctrination, right? Through everything. Through the movies, because they show you how they want you to believe people act in other countries and in places, different places around the realm, right? So that you manifest that. That's what your perception becomes. All the old movies, the music, all the pictures, all the history, right? I believe it would be for every race. No, see what I'm saying? Wouldn't it be something? I always, my download 2023 or whatever it was, or 2022, I can't remember. One day I was sitting here and it hit me like a friggin' ton of bricks. And I said, we are in a simulation, right? We're in a computer program in the holodeck, right? The tree's roots are connected to the mainframe. Everything is not what it appears to be. It's an illusion. We've manifested because we were told that that's what those things are, right? Oh, I see Raven fly by. Coming from the mother side. Protection, right? Nice. So, yeah. My son, I already told you about the poppy thing with my son. Because in Canada here, they give you this poppy, this plastic poppy to wear for Remembrance Day, which is supposed to be today, right? The people from the legions and the clubs, the Freemasons and the Rotarians, they all go up to where the cenotaph is in the middle of the town and have this little ceremony, ritual, right? For the people that are passed in World War II, right? And he says, what do you think about this poppy, Mom? I said, I don't like it. I said, for me, it symbolizes a bunch of rich people got together and made a bunch of men and women go to war in another country just to blow up children and women and old people and to steal their land so they could have the poppies, right? It was a drug thing, opium, right? And now everybody's wearing that and celebrating that, right? Because it was nothing that you were told it was. And he was like, I'm beginning to believe that myself, Mom. I was like, right on, you know? So, yeah. The energy is intense. I can feel it. It's like pains in the back of my head. All right, I gotta do the Om. Om. Own my own magnetic, energetic shield. Energetic magnetic shield? Something like that. All right? I'm glad I feel better. Yesterday I was so tired too, but I wasn't able to go to sleep. But I laid down a lot and I was so tired. I kept on yawning all day. So I think this is energy leaving our body. Some kind of trauma from past lives or this life. All right? I don't know why it's in my butt bone, but it is. All right? And my leg is where it's most intense. It could be worse somewhere else, but because this pain's so intense, I'm not feeling the other one. It's a little bit more then. All right? It's usually how it works. But it's too strong. I'm not even going, I won't go to the chiropractor because if he touches me and around that area, it's just too tender, right? I probably scream and I don't want to scare everybody, right? Because when I can scream, I scream. So yeah, I let everybody know. I don't scream very often. We're in a Mercury retrograde and a Jupiter retrograde. Mercury retrograde is electronics and machinery, mechanicals, technology all starts messing up. If it's meant to, right? If it's, I don't know. It just messes up. So I was saying to my son, that's why AI can't take over, right? Because Mercury retrograde would fuck them up, would fuck it up, right? It's just decide, nah, it ain't working today. Shut that off, right? I said you'd have robots malfunctioning all over the place. He goes, yep, he believes it too, right? He's like 29 years old. He's like, yeah, no, AI is not nowhere near its strength that it needs, or the capacity it needs to take over, right? I agree. I see it all the time, right? So yeah, and Jupiter retrograde means a bunch of different stuff, right? It's about relaxation, healing. It's about karma coming back, karmic ties and stuff, right? But we're in the year of 9 anyways with 2025, so of course that would all come back. It's got to finish, right? I have closure and everything, and all the people that's ever done anything to me in my life, because the disrespect is the closure for me, right? And plus, I started looking at people as just ghosts. Everybody's a ghost, right? They're just walking around. We're all dead at sea in maritime law anyway, right? Our straw man's the only thing that's alive in this realm. So we must be ghosts, right? So I just sit there and watch people walk around and be like, ghosts walking around. It's weird. I don't know what to do with my mind sometimes, right? I just make believe. Because there's nothing that you can believe in, right? The world's a stage. It's the holodeck, right? It interacts with us. That's the sucky part, right? Like it makes things material. But yeah, we're in the holodeck. That's how you learn how to navigate, I guess. Just see all the programs. So yeah. It's like -4 here. Feels like -10. Snow. All right. My friend helped me out yesterday too. I needed something at the store and my truck was out of oil. Out of gas. Just so happens she had gas, right, in a cherry can. So she put it in my truck. I said I need it just to warm it up, right, so I can get to the gas station. And she, no problem, I got gas. So I paid her for it. Paid her for going to the store for me, right? I don't expect her to use her energy for me for free, even though she's my friend. I know she would, right? But yeah, that's that. Because if not, I'd have to just hire the delivery service to do it for me, right? So why not give her the money? See what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. Uh, I'm not going. I have to go out tomorrow, get a phone card. Hopefully my butt's better by then. I'm not in the mood. If I slip just a little bit, it's just gonna friggin' do me in. Alright? I'm not gonna be a happy camper. So I'm just gonna take it easy. Get by with what I have. Because everything I need comes to me anyway. Every day I'm stronger than the day before. Every day. Everything I need comes to my door more than the day before. And every day I have more gratitude than the day before. I love you all as a consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.